Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Uh, whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing. Sorry, I'm trying to decide what deck to use. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys dearly. Yes, I do. Sorry for my absence last week. It was absolutely insane. But my first Mystic Fair went really well, and it was a lot of fun. And I made some new friends. And I didn't really get a lot of pictures. I mean, I didn't get pictures. I got a picture of me in my costume before I went, and also like my setup before, like my practice. But I didn't. I should have took. I got pictures of the girls and their makeup and stuff, costumes for the haunt. But anyways, all right, we've got a full moon coming up. Sorry, I'm rambling, but we've got a full moon coming up here, and I feel like some things are heating up, okay? There's some things that are heating up. It's, yeah. So let's see. Depending on where you are, it could be the weather, but where I am, it's definitely not heating up. So it feels like maybe it could be a new connection. It could be, and if that's the case, I do feel like it's new, okay, not something that's reviving. I do. It could also be something as far as like work or something that you're passionate about, um, some sort of creative endeavor, uh, something that you. Okay, let's see. Let's just get some cards on it. A fiery climax approaches. With prosperity lies ahead. Yeah. So, like I said, this is a good fiery climax. This is something growing. Okay. This is something turning into something else. Okay. It's almost like, and there is this need or this, because we have hold your vision, we have look at the bigger picture here. So, some things maybe like, they're not as it seems here, okay? Yeah, because there's a version of you that you've been working really hard on or towards, or like I said, something that you do that is gaining momentum here, okay? So there may be some things where it's like when you're being asked to look at the bigger picture, it's like surrender to the divine, okay? There may be a little bit of resistance here because yeah, you may be trying to control the narrative a little bit here. Yeah, what do you need to release? Meditate and contemplate, step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so there may be something that you're holding on to, or whether it be a belief or something in the physical, something here that makes this fiery climax. It could make it a little uncomfortable, like if you hold on to it, um or it's like something that can't come with you here. Okay, okay, they want me to use this deck. Yeah, okay, all right, tell me about this hold your vision here for the collective. It's gonna be a quick little, yeah. So we have this distant future here. Maybe something about some sort of, because we have rich guy, right? But also if you like look, he's pointing to the stack of money. So there's something about this could have to do with your finances. It doesn't have to. It could also have to do with something growing, right? Um, Something that is like almost coming into fruition, coming into the physical. Okay, something that could be, again, this could be a vision, this could be something that you feel in the spirit happening. It could have to do with a relationship, right? But the rich guy is giving very much King of Pentacles energy here, where it's like something manifests into the physical here. But in this king energy, so it's well rooted. It's abundant, right? It's very grounded. It's more than just a foundation, right? This is like a tree that bears fruit, okay? Is what it feels like. Yeah, this could definitely have to do with your occupation, okay? There could have been somebody that was trying to like cause some sort of destruction. We talk or health concerns or do some sort of voodoo on your occupation or something like that. Um, and I think if that's the case, it's because people are looking at you in a positive light. Maybe someone in particular is looking at you in a positive light. But yeah, just continue to hold your vision because something is I keep hearing about to bear fruit. Okay. Yeah. We have single, sexy, and successful with unexpected money here. Okay. So tell me about this. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. So there's something about maybe like a child. Um, Someone could be like concerned about a child here. Okay. But what it really honestly feels like, okay, is something is an illusion, okay? Whether someone has created some sort of illusion, um, you know what I mean? Like about a child or something like that, or what you are worried about a child is an illusion, okay? It's something to keep you like trapped. Yeah, there's something about like your hard work is really paying off here. So, a lot of you, if you have children, right, and you could just be, it's like totally okay to be worried about your children's future, especially with the way the world is. But if you're like, there's something that a child could be going through, but it again, it's like an illusion. Yeah. And it could also be too that somebody tried to create this false illusion or this false something or other about a child, or you could be the child, or it could be your child here because they were maybe jealous, okay? Jealous of you or jealous of the child. It's like wanting to, like, yeah. Someone is maybe accusing someone of something here to try to imprison them in something, or, yeah. Okay, tell me about the show the world the real you here. That's the chakras card. Right, exactly. So there is something where it's like you are showing up very balanced, okay, very centered, very secure, okay. Um, yeah, single, sexy, successful, in your North Node energy. For some reason, this is a surprise here. It's like you may be like, people may be feeling surprised by something. Um, yeah, because they may have been expecting something else. But this entity attachment came out over here. What is this entity? It like flew out over here. What is this entity attachment here? Somebody was wanting to put an end to maybe their karma. Or there's some sort of endings that are happening here because there is some sort of entity attached to something. Um, it's creating some sort of karma here. Yeah, whatever this was trying to manipulate your faith to get you to abandon something. It was trying to manipulate, uh, yeah, so that you would be like obsessed with some sort of money, okay? There's something like that here, all right? Creating worry and fear, maybe putting you back into some sort of survival. Yeah. But you trusted your faith? Okay, tell me about this energy is, yeah, you trusted your faith. So there's something that's gaining momentum here. And it's going to reach some sort of fiery climax. Could have to do with a soulmate, okay? Could have to do with a soulmate, some sort of commitment. We have soulmate, we have commitment with work, labor, and efforts. Hello. Okay, this could also have to do with work, right? There's something that you've stayed very committed to, okay? And because of that, it's causing someone else some sort of emotional pain. Yeah. I feel like somebody was trying to get in your mind, right? But because you held your vision, right? You looked at the bigger picture, you poured love into yourself. And yeah, there's something that's gaining momentum here. There may be some sort of upcoming travel, or there may be some people that are traveling here uh, towards you. Tell me about this surrender to the divine here. Yeah, somebody was doing something to manipulate a situation so that you would just give up. You know what I mean? So that you would just give up, right? And so that they could come in and kind of destroy everything. But I think that you were very aware of this, right? Yeah, they wanted to bring in immense change. it was almost like somebody wanted you to be like, well, I guess I'll just wait on, divine timing and not put any effort or work towards anything, or this is how you're being perceived, but behind the scenes you were doing the internal work, right? You were, doing all these things, and because of that there's some sort of fiery climax in this. Yeah, it's a tree that bears fruit is what I keep hearing here, okay? Something about a tree that bears fruit. Okay, final messages about this here. What's this entity attachment with this karma and this endings? Some of you have like paid off some sort of karmic debt here, okay? Um, whether it be yours or on the bloodline. Or there was like, again, there could have been some sort of interruption, right? Where somebody was trying to create some sort of karma for you, or some sort of, bring some sort of entity attachment into your home, or, bring something back up from your past here. Yeah, but you're showing up in this chariot and this temperance energy. Oh, yeah. It's very clear that you work with, whatever it is that you create, whatever it is that you do, that you work with a higher power here, okay? I feel like you're being seen in this earth angel type energy, okay? Okay, tell me more. Tell me about this child. What does the collective need to know about this child here? Yeah, it's like there's something. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, right? Crossed by the Knight of Wands. So that could be something about generational curses or something like that. But I don't know if it's like this Knight of Wands. It's like underneath there's something about Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. There could be a child that's like working with a family here also. Tell me more about this. Some sort of messages. There is something too about like again, if with the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, like if your child is going through something here, okay, um, they are going to get through this. Okay, it does feel like too, there is this energy of like wanting to block some sort of connection with a child you may have with your children or a child. You know what I mean? Kind of get in the way of that, or there with this Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, you know, and then we have the Knight of Wands in between the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Wands. It's like this Knight of Wands is trying to get in between something here, right? It's trying to create some sort of blockage. I see you kind of overcoming this. It feels like there's an energy here. You know, it could be a person that's like communicating, you know, planting seeds, something like that. But this is going to be overcome. Yeah, the King of Swords with the Seven of Wands here. The Knight of Swords. King of Wands, the Strength. Okay. Tell me about this, show the world the real you here. Yeah, it's like there's some sudden recognition, right? That there is been some sort of shift, some sort of change. You've had some sort of strength through some sort of diversity here. Um, it's almost like, you know, if somebody was trying to cause some sort of burdens, right? Like we picked up over here, so that you would surrender to them or something like that. It empowered you more. We pick up on that quite a bit. Um, but more so, they're receiving a tower here. Yeah, because I'm also getting this energy where, you know, you're surrounded. There's an energy that's protecting you here. An angel of some sort. Also with your children. Mm-hmm. The energy is gaining momentum here. Yeah, so the tower was actually for others. Or you're also going to be receiving some sort of like positive tower. Again, that fiery climax approaches here where it's like you manifest something that I feel like you need, or you feel like you need it, right? There's something that's, and it's, you know, that feels like divine timing here. Yeah, it's something that, you know, it's like, oh man, couldn't have done that by myself, right? But there's something very empowering here. You know what I mean? Where you could feel burdened, right? Or you know, there's something kind of heavier here, where that weight is like lifted or shifted, and then because there is some sort of fiery climax here. That again, a tree that bears fruit. Interesting. And there's a lot about you being very protected here. Um, yeah, this is something that you've been worried about is totally going to work out here. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, there's like this energy of like you know, Ace of Cups is overflow, but it's like having, I'm really picking like more than enough, right? Um, there keeps just saying the tree that bears fruit here. Surrender to the divine here. Yeah, you pulled back. You pulled back, and that is what's spinning the wheel. You didn't hold on to. There's something about not holding on to whatever this was. You leaned on the divine rather than whomever this was, or this old belief, or this person, or something like that, right? Um, yeah, and it's like, mm-hmm, Four of Wands, bringing you into some sort of celebratory. You're being seen kind of as a star right now, okay? Because I feel like you're handling something. You know what I mean? You stepped up when maybe that was unexpected. And so now there's some sort of seed that you planted in a moment of stepping up, or something like that, where, yeah, there's going to be some sort of tree that bears fruit here. So, anyways, okay. I like that. I hope this was helpful. If you need anything from me, that's in the description box below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.